goes out. No, keep going. Just follow this straight through. All the way to Morninghton. We've got about another 10 or 12 k's to go yet.
And is our latest home to undergo a major expansion and redevelopment. Sunrise, located in the heart of Little Beach, and a very cool, state-of-the-art gym, cafe, virtual reality cinema, and an on-site medical centre. Visit our open day on Saturday, February 2020 from 10 till 2. Pre-book your up-to-date tour at plcsummer.com.au. During the Daily Run Tutorial Housing Series, the significant study on new tourist intake for a secure business experience. First off, a 106-bank camera with safe shutter. It knows when to open and closes automatically for ensure privacy. Also, it has built-in Dell optimizer with intelligent audio. Dell optimizer lowers the response to the way you work, while intelligent audio makes you feel like you're in the same room during every tour.
Just watch your speed, that's all. Just watch your speed. That's all right.
Slower?
No.
From tomorrow, I'm not going to drive anymore. I'm going to allow you to drive.
What was that?
I don't know. You just
You're going to
Not
allow...
comfortable at all.
No, I'm fine. I'll tell you when I'm not comfortable.
I've been driving truck with 80-ton load
Uh-huh.
on the road. Every 5 minutes, you just remind me, speed, be careful.
I just don't want you getting the fine, that's all.
No, it's not good. You can't tell your stuff to someone, you know, who doesn't know how to drive.
Yeah.
We had to close down through the snap lockdown. A lot of people lost a lot of money on Valentine's weekend, Chinese New Week in hospitality in particular. But I'm afraid the message is pretty clear that there will be no assistance if you lost wages, if you got stood down because of it, and lost your money. And hello.
Hey, I was just wondering with these cars that they're taking out crashes, why aren't they auctioned off and sold to raise money for homeless officers, especially where it's
university has got 50 on. She's sort of turning into almost a performing actual business, which is I think that's very well passed. So we're going to trust. So they're trust us. We don't.
Did you see the snakes?
Hey? What?
Missed the snakes.
Didn't see it.
But red, big one.
Ah, okay. Yeah, take this exit. Go down to the traffic lights and turn right. We'll do
Should we
this.
go back and grab it?
Hey?
Should we go back and grab it?
No.
Right?
Yeah, right here, yeah. Just follow this right around. Just keep
All
going.
the snakes in Australia, they all have poison, yeah?
Yep.
All of them.
Yep. They're not my favourite creatures, snakes.
Fucking one bite gone.
Yep.
See your family, see your brother, mom, everyone. I'm dying.
They stay in the right lane. Because the left lane runs out. And we keep following this for ages.
Taste the difference at Australia's Butcher Store. Premium meat at the lowest prices. Nearly quarter-ounce steak, $25.99 a kilo, $34. Australia's Butcher Store in Berwick, Maroney, Dandenong, and Somerville. Butcherstore.com.au. Thought about right diving into a retirement village in an area you love? Come and experience village life and get real answers to your questions from residents who live there. Register now for free.
Be around to your left.
Search Memories Retirement Victoria. Ready to play? Registration is now open for club rugby league right around the country. Your local rugby league club is the perfect place for your path to make friends for life and develop a healthy body and mind. No like all the skills and drills necessary to play safe and have fun. So kids, are you ready to play? Join the rugby league community today by registering for tackle or tag at playrugbyleague.com.
Feedback from mitchell@www.com.au from the game. I still have the dress I wore the first time I went out with my husband John in 1967. I know who that goes to. Embarrassing from Belinda. I still have my christening gown from 1974. So
What is this summer called? This one?
This one's Dramana.
the benefits of
What?
We're in Dramana.
Oh, come on. Okay.
What do you like, John? Hello.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Is it you, Mitchell?
Certainly. Is that John?
Yes, it is. John Martin from Maryborough. Now, I was so sad to hear that. Hey? So sad to hear
But
that
so far from the city.
Yeah.
Now, when I was 15, because I'm 74 now, I worked at Woolies in North Melbourne in Errol Street, and I was in the lolly counter, for the school holidays, and I looked across where they stacked the cigarettes, and Murray Weedman came in, and I went, wow, Collingwood barrister. I went over and introduced myself and he shook my hand. He was a lovely man, very friendly and very tall, because I'm short, and that was my great experience.
Did you get an autograph?
No, I didn't think to do that because, I don't know, I was just so glad to see him and very surprised to see him in that sort of a job though.
Yeah, thanks, John. Look, different days. Football is at real job. I also probably only train twice a week, Tuesday and Thursday. And they'd have a beer after a game. Well, different days. A lot of them had jobs. And there was one stage when Ron Barassi was coaching Melbourne that he said you couldn't get a game unless you had a job. You couldn't get it. This is what in the mid-80s. You couldn't get a game unless you had a job, or where it was studying, which is why Brent Croswell got about 6 university degrees. He didn't want to get a job. Thank you, Joan. Now, just help me out with this. If the place you work had to close the 5 days lockdown from Saturday on, are you going to be paid? Have you been told to use personal leave? Have you been told to use holidays? What? Has the boss just said can't pay you? 693 13 13 32. First of all, I took after the President's announcement that we were being released from lockup was a woman named Kate. That was her first concern.
Oh, I was just wondering, I'm really happy that, we've come out of lockdown, but what about for the full-time casual workers that haven't had a wage all week? Who's going to pay our bills at the end of the week?
Well, he was going to announce support and we haven't got it yet.
No, so there's no support for us. Like, it's for us, it's a week without any money in the bank.
Well, I don't think there's going to be any support. I spoke to Martin Peninsula earlier and asked him specifically this, and he said, oh no, that wouldn't happen. That no government would ever be paying the wages that way. You have to take leave. Dave Kramer, fishing commentator, small businessman, one of the men who got this government elected with his support on the fishing area. You a bit fired up, Dave?
Yeah, it's not an option to not pay employees, and it's just ridiculous that is coming out of government. I've got a bunch of young guys that work for me full-time that have mortgages, rent, young families to feed, and it is not an option to not pay them.
Well, you raised it with the minister, your mate, the minister?
I raised it with
Beautiful
She's the
man.
Minister for Small Business now, and the advice that came back is that you aren't under any obligation to pay your staff in this situation. I mean, how ridiculous is that?
Well, a lot of shops has here.
Shut the country down, shut the state down, but then say, oh, bad luck, you can't pay your mortgage this week, you don't have to pay your employees. That's just not moral.
So what do you think's the answer? Do you think that the government should be paying wages for everybody who lost wages?
Oh, just some consistent advice would be nice, Neil. I mean, look, my guys are saying they don't want to take it out of annual leave. I'm saying, well, until I get any further direction from government, I don't see any option, but they don't want their annual leave wasted. I've got a couple of guys that don't have a lot of annual leave owing, so, they're going to chew into all their annual leave, and I know it's only 3 days of, paid leave, but still, a couple of guys have only got 3 days owing. So
you could just pay them. You could just pay them.
Oh, and I will pay them, Neil, because I'm not going to not pay employees. But it wasn't their fault. It was a state government direction to shut our business, and where's the responsibility fall to pay those employees?
But I'll get back to the point. Back to the point, though, Dave. Do you want the taxpayer to pay them?
Oh, Neil, I don't know. I mean, they did last time. We were shut for 11 weeks, and we were funded through JobKeeper. And that was fair. Absolutely. If the state come out and said perhaps, for every full-time employee you get $100 to $150 a week, that might really, really help, and, $150 a day, that would really, really help with people paying their bills. Or come out and say, employers, sorry, you're going to have to take the hit, pay annual leave, but at the moment, there's just nothing, and the employees aren't having to take their annual leave for a forced shutdown.
Okay, thanks, Dave. I don't disagree with you. That's the emotion. I'm not sure I can see the answer. JobKeeper was a little bit different in that it was long term. It was also federal. But I don't think, given what Martin Peninsula said today and Yarla Hawkins said to you, obviously, I don't think there's much hope at all. Barry, hello.
G'day, mate. I just want to know, what about the sole traders? Once again, we get this out.
You know, like during this whole COVID thing, not once was I paid anything. So sole traders, what about the bill again? Nothing. You know, like I had to redraw on my home loan just to get by. I had to twice dip into my super just to get by. Nobody says a word about sole traders. What about it?
Thank you, Barry. Well, a few people said a word, but not getting too far. It's a very interesting problem. Well, not interesting, it's a very difficult problem. I'll
Stay in this line.
Treasure on again soon, no doubt, once he's finished talking to Mark Zuckerberg and see what we can do. Terry, also we can the answer. Terry, hello.
Yeah, g'day, Neil. Look, I'm just trying to clear something up. It's mandatory to wear masks indoors and outdoors if you can't maintain social distance. Last night on the watching the tennis, numerous spectators sitting right next to each other, not wearing masks. Now, if we have an outbreak and an infected person attended the tennis, who's responsible?
Well, I don't know the answer to that, who is ever responsible. But it won't be the government, it'll be somebody else's fault. So they're not wearing masks even when the roof's closed?
Whether the roof's closed or open, it's irrelevant because you must maintain social distance.
It's open. Yeah, there was for a while. Thanks, Terry, for calling. There was a while there that they were allowed to have no mask when the roof was open. But I think you're right. I think that's changed now. Unless you can argue there's social distancing. I don't know what is the distance between the people in the crowd. Thank you very much. A point's just being made to me. How would the government understand the position with staff being paid when they pay their own public servants extra money to work from home? They get extra money. And it's got a message, 3 Point Motors paid its 130 plus staff for 3 days as a supportive gesture. This is not sustainable long term. The government needs to do something through a further lockdown. If there are further lockdowns. Okay, pub trivia is coming up. If you'd like to have a go at pub trivia, give us a call now, 96900 693 13 13 32. Tony Leonard will be here with pub trivia. Give me a call now, and also pub of the week. And the MVP I want to mention for last week goes to Dave. He had a red-hot tip that the Anzac Day march in Melbourne had been canned, and he was not happy.
Neil, I'm angry. I'm a military veteran, 22 years. This year there will be no march in the CBD, and the dawn service at the Shrine will only be a closed inner-sanctum activity. I've got a document. I've just sent it to you.
It's a bit early to make this call, isn't it?
Mate, it's disgusting.
Well, he was spot on. He sent that document in. We got onto the RSL. They proved it. And they said, yes, it was true. Your reaction was immediate and immense to the point, it's picked up right around the country, to the point that the government is now, the minister is saying if they can't do something, have some form of Anzac Day parade or march. Well, Dave, that's not much compensation for you, but just a token of our appreciation, the MVP award, you get a Mercedes for the weekend from 3 Point Motors. They're in Fairfield, Kew and Epping. And with it, a Finer Foods confectionery hamper from Finer Foods, surprisingly, FYNO. And you go in the draw to win the brand new Benz at the end of the year, which is worth more than 55 grand. All through 3 Point Motors, your authorised Mercedes dealers, the MVP for 2021. And anybody's else eligible. All you got to do, add to the program.
In my job, I see a lot of businesses being disrupted, but not enough being disruptive. Business telco Vocus is different. It has its own fibre network that's purpose-built for business and government. And that means you can trust Vocus to deliver. Its team are network pioneers with world-class expertise. They're providing brilliant solutions and they make it simple for you. Vocus gives you the attention and the support you need every step of the way. For more, search for Vocus, brilliant, made simple. Taste the difference at Australian Butcher Store. Premium meat at the lowest prices. Pork loin chops, only $9.99 a kilo, save $5. Australian Butcher Store in Berwick, Boronia, Dandenong and Somerville. Butcherstore.com.au. Chop, chop.
So 2020 put us through the ringer, but we're back for a fresh start. We handled it a bit like a greyhound, calm, good-natured and very keen for another snack. And just like a greyhound, after a good lie down, we'll be up and ready to make 2021 full of love, understanding and scratches behind the ears. We can learn a lot from greyhounds. Admittedly, it's mostly about sleeping what with legs in the air and making the simple act of sitting down look like a danced origami. Add a greyhound to your list of next pet and make your 2021 a complete joy. cat.gov.org.au.
Summer's almost over, so Melbourne's favourite weather destination, Peter's Richmond and Clay Point, are having a huge end-of-season outdoor furniture clearance. Parkerboyd Modular Lounge at $3,495. Save a massive $1,500. The Parkerboyd 9-piece dining, $3,695, saves $1,300.
Yep.
The shorter 3.5 metre octagonal umbrella, $695, save $400. So what are you waiting for? Discover everything weather and more at Eaton Grill, Richmond and High Point.
My brother Sam struggled with substance abuse for 12 years. His addiction put a huge strain on my family, particularly my parents, who felt caught in the middle, not knowing how best to help him and keep our family unit together. With our backgrounds in medicine and neuroscience, we opened Arrow Health to help other struggling families. We offer a range of different treatment options, including a detox and withdrawal-specific private hospital with 24-hour care. And yes, you can pay with private health insurance.
For addiction treatment services, visit arrowhealth.com.au. Introducing the 7-seat Kia Sorento.
8:30. Harvey Norman Bedding supports Australian-made manufacturing. Australian-made queen mattress from $499. Amazing value. 4 quality Australian-made brands. King Coil by A.H. Beard, Sleepmaker, Beauty Rest and Sealy Posturepedic. Plus purchase with 60 months interest free and receive a bonus gift card up to the value of $500. Minimum finance amount $1,000. Approved applicants only. 60 equal monthly payments. Interest applies if you do not comply with terms and conditions. Fees and exclusions apply. Harvey Norman Bedding supports Australian-made manufacturing.
Listen, watch, and have your say at 3aw.com.au. Melbourne, 3AW, 693.
28 degrees in Melbourne, sunny today, number 33 today. Good afternoon, I'm Dennis O'Kane. The Prime Minister maintains he didn't know about a rape in Parliament House. 2 years ago, Brittany Higgins alleged this. She was sexually assaulted by a staffer in the building. Few text messages. Period, and throughout the entire period that they have been the men assured today no doses of the coronavirus vaccine will go to waste despite a shortage in highly sought after syringes. The product is designed to minimize wastage during the
Since last week, the British Defence Citizenry is not going to be as much agreement as the Defence proposed. The Court of Appeal it wouldn't matter what was said, but what it leads to is how conversations could be interpreted. He said he was hopeful to be ready for an appeal hearing between July and September. In Melbourne, Stephanie Lacroix, 9 News.
Major event minister Mark Fiddler admits he was surprised the next concert was heard in terms of next month's Moonbird without telling him. Council says that over and delivered and a number of interstate suppliers in wanting to rush the company to develop see a festival space. Fiddler says as soon as he found out, Lord wanted to say that festival work considerable for additional times after also for the body for the gym and for the people that will be able to come and enjoy it, which will be able to open. The first operation targeting illegal herd meat is already having an impact. Operation Achilles has been launched in response to a surge in potentially government street meats across Melbourne in recent months. Assistant Commissioner Russell says officers have made 400 arrests this week over an incident that took place last month. They also responded to an incident in Epping, in the Epping area last night.
Yes, last night I think well, probably the first responders, and there was a lot of reports and done. So, you know, it is a fire important because the community are rightfully saying that it's part of it.
Parking spaces along as many as 20 trees are being removed from the CBD to make room for expanded bike lanes. Fiona Edwards is from a Collins Place medical practice. She's told Neil Mitchell it's already impacting her businesses.
Well, we also had like a pregnant patient come in late for her appointment, and she burst into tears and said, I just simply couldn't find a parking spot. I've had to park in the loading zone.
Or wake up to weekend breakfast from 6 a.m. with Darren James on 3AW.
Two Chronicles Next Generation go head-to-head tonight for a facing Australian Open final. The winner of Daniel Medvedev and Stefanos Tsitsipas match will play at Djokovic. This break out.
So much in Melbourne on watching what advantage the final will be given to Australian Open men's final. This is so that Djokovic 2008. Medvedev has a 5-1 record on Tsitsipas himself.
The best winner is when you win match.
He's been to extend his 11-match win streak over top 10 players and also win his 20th consecutive match. Now Tsitsipas will be his first final of the majors. By Gabriel's 9 News.
This afternoon, Australian Sam Stoker and Matt Edmund are in action in the semi-finals of the mixed doubles. New South Wales is 9 for 119, leading Victoria by 84 runs in their second innings on day 3 of the Shield match in favour of the SCG. It's 12:05. NASA's newest rover, Perseverance, is landed on Mars after launching in July last year.
Current speed is about 30 meters per second, top speed about 300 meters per second. About 20 meters per second.
The car-sized rover will take close-up images looking for chemical signs of life in 3 billion-year-old rocks, and there's a slight Victorian connection to the historic moment. Melbourne mother Michelle says her son, who's studying mechatronic engineering, won a competition to get his name sent to Mars.
My son actually has his name in a time capsule on a little microchip that landed, and that time capsule will be opened in years to come, and his name will be on it.
International scientists say that some people in REM sleep can communicate. During sleep, the brain moves through 5 different stages, and one of these stages is rapid eye movement sleep. During sleep, the eyes move more rapidly in various directions. Professor Ken Keller from Northwestern University Chicago says sleeping subjects understood questions could even solve simple math problems by blinking their eyes.
So the trick is, they can move their eyes and give us a signal, because the eyes are free to move. So when they move their eyes in their dream body, you know, they're wandering around in some other world, and if they keep their eyes left and right, you can see their real eyes move.
Finance and the All Ordinaries trading down 37 points at 7,118, and one Australian dollar is buying 77.69 US cents. Returning to sport, a Blue Diamond favourite Instar has the house fit for one of tomorrow's $1.5 million feature at Caulfield after being expected by racing Victoria events. And basketball players from around the country have headed up in Melbourne ahead of the World Cup, which gets underway tomorrow.
Reduced crowd numbers due to COVID-19 led her to making the incredibly difficult decision to cancel Ruba. The number of people who would have been allowed there would have just had to cut so much that it just didn't make any sense. We've already lost the Birdman rally, and the Ruba Bus and water skiing is also off. So I've only about 1.3 million people who should go to Ruba on the Labor Day weekend. I'm surprised I haven't heard more people talking about this morning. I'm not sure that there's a big reaction to it. I'm surprised by the lack of reaction. Is this a blow for you that Ruba's been cancelled, or do you usually give Ruba a miss? 96900 693. Look, there is some hope at the moment, swing hope, that it will go ahead. The Major Events Minister, Martin Peninsula, has spoken to Sally Capp this morning, and we're also waiting to hear back from the Melbourne City Council. There is a possibility that they will be able to reverse the decision, and Ruba will be able to go ahead. But what makes a difference to you? Are you a big fan of Ruba? Or, look, the last time I took my kids, I don't know, I think their standards are, it just wasn't very good.